A bucket list isn't a wish list. It's a statement of intent. When my father died, he left an obituary which he had written himself, and he selected me to deliver it. And as I read it over, I saw that something was missing. My father, along with my mother, had visited over 20 countries, not with the military, not for work, on his own, and on his own dime, as he would say. He was not wealthy. He saved deliberately and carefully, and made a decision that seeing the world was worth it. He never called it a bucket list, but that's exactly what it was. When I added those countries, I understood something about my father I had not known before, something about who he was, what he chose to do with the one life that he had. That moment changed how I think about this. That's why I say a bucket list shouldn't be a wish list, but a statement of intent. That's why today I'm going to walk you through how to get your list out of your head and onto the page. Real, concrete. And I'm going to show you how to use AI to research it, price it, and plan it, and make it real for you today. Because a bucket list shouldn't be something that they find after you've passed away. Hi, I'm Aoife Grady. Welcome to Ageless AI Collective, where we use today's tools to live richer, bigger, and more intentional lives. And today we're talking about getting you started on the list of intentionality. Let's go. What a bucket list really is: a promise to yourself, the experiences, places, and moments you carry in you, valid at every scale, grand journeys, and quiet, specific desires. The only wrong bucket list is the one that belongs to someone else. Here's something worth naming directly. For many of us, especially women over 50, there's been a lifetime of putting our own desires on hold. Careers, children, parents, partners, community. The list of things that came before what we wanted for ourselves is long. And somewhere in that process, the dreams don't disappear, they just go quiet. They become things we mention in passing, things we plan to get to eventually. A bucket list done honestly is an act of reclamation. It says, these things matter. I matter. And the time to begin moving toward them is not some unspecified future. It's now. Think in 3 tiers. So your list is always actionable. Tier 1, this year, within reach. Tier 2, next 3 years, requires saving, preparing, or scheduling. Tier 3, the long horizon, worth waiting for, worth every step. It also helps to think about your list in tiers, not because bigger dreams are better, but because having items at different scales means your list is always actionable. Something you can do this year, something to plan for over the next few years, something longer, worth saving for, worth waiting for, worth the full journey. With that structure in mind, here are 10 ideas to spark your own thinking. Idea 1, travel to a place that is part of your history, ancestral homelands, Africa, the Caribbean, the American South, the UK, wherever that thread leads. This is not tourism, it's homecoming. Whether that means the country your family came from, a city that shaped your culture, or a place you've heard about your entire life. Ancestral and culturally significant travel is among the most powerful experiences available to that pull you feel toward a particular place is data. Honor. Go somewhere you've always been pulled toward for your own reasons. Not because it's trending, not because anyone else is going, because something in you has always wanted to be there. This is one that doesn't need justification. Not a top destination list, not a friend's recommendation, just a place that has lived in you quietly for a long time. Trust that your reasons are enough. Idea number 3. Experience a cultural or artistic event at its source. Carnival in Trinidad or Brazil. Hey, jazz in New Orleans. Fashion Week, a music festival that defines a genre, a culinary tradition in a city that invented it. There's a difference between knowing about something and being in the room where it lives. Seek the room, the energy, the people, the context. None of that translates through a screen. Some experience have to be inhabited. Idea number 4. Eat the dish in the place it was born. Food is culture. Food is memory. Food is story. Some dishes taste entirely different where they come from. The language, the light, the people who have made it for generations. There are dishes in this world that taste entirely different when you eat them where they come from. Surrounded by the language, the light, the people who have been making them for generations. This is not a small thing, and it's absolutely a legitimate reason to go somewhere. Idea number 5. Learn something that connects you to your heritage or expands your world. A language spoken by your ancestors, a traditional craft or art form, or an instrument rooted in a culture that moves you. Learning is not just for the young and not just practical. A language, a traditional craft, an instrument, whatever the learning is, it doesn't have to be practical to be valuable. Sometimes it's about recovering something that was lost or claiming something that was always yours. Idea 6. Do the creative work you've always meant to do. Write the book, record the songs, make the photographs, paint the paintings, create the documentary, build the archive. The creative work that lives in you, put it on the list with a start date. Not as a vague intention, as a commitment. Whatever the creative work is that lives in you, the one you keep saying you'll get to, this is where it goes on the list. Not as a vague intention, as a commitment with a start date. The world needs what you have to make. Idea 7. Spend meaningful time with someone whose time is finite. An older relative, a mentor, a community elder, someone whose stories exist nowhere but in their memory. This is the most time-sensitive item on your bucket list. Do not defer this. This one belongs at the top of every list because it is the most time-sensitive. An older relative, mentor, community elder whose stories exist nowhere but their memory. When that person is gone, the stories go with them. Do not defer this one. Idea 8. Challenge yourself physically in a way that feels meaningful to you. Not extreme, not performative, simply something your body can do that you haven't yet asked of it. Movement as joy, movement as proof of capability, a dance class in a style you love, a long walk through a landscape that moves you. The confidence that comes from doing what you weren't sure you could do is far more than the activity itself. Idea 9. Acquire the thing you've always wanted intentionally. The piece of art, the piece of jewelry, the handmade object from the place it was made, the book collection, the instrument. Saving for and finding the exact thing is an act of self-knowledge. There is nothing trivial about saving for and finding the exact thing that is called to you. Knowing what you want, why you want it, and making it happen, that is a form of self-knowledge and self-respect. Put it on the list. Make it real. Idea 10. Create something that will outlast you. A family archive, a memoir, a recorded oral history, A scholarship, a piece of art given to an institution, planting a tree, something that carries your presence forward, not for vanity, but because you were here and it mattered. And the people who come after deserve to know that. This one ties directly into our digital legacy series because the tools to do this are available right now and they're more powerful than ever. How AI can help you move from someday to scheduled. Here's where Ageless AI Collective lives in this conversation because a bucket list that stays a list is just a wish. Moving it toward reality requires research, planning, and often just starting. And AI tools are genuinely useful for all three. Want to plan a trip to West Africa but don't know where to begin? ChatGPT or Claude to help you map out a 2-week itinerary, estimate costs, identify the best time of the year, and flag cultural considerations. Want to learn Yoruba or Swahili or Portuguese? AI language tools can build you a personalized learning path in minutes. Want to finally start that memoir or family archive? I can help you outline it, prompt your memory, and get the first words on page. And of course, we have some specific tools for bucket list planning, GPT or Claude or Gemini, for research, itineraries, writing plans, Duolingo or ChatGPT, language learning at your pace, Google Gemini, real-time travel research and cost comparisons, Otter.ai, record and transcribe conversations with elders. Canva AI, create visual archives, memory books, and legacy projects. We'll be doing deeper dives on several of these tools in upcoming videos, but the point right now is this. The gap between wanting something and beginning to move toward it has never been smaller. The tools are there. The question is whether you'll use them. Start your list right now. Tier 1, that's this year. Tier 2, next 3 years. Tier 3, the long horizon, one thing you are fully committed to. So what's on your list? If you don't have one written down, this is your invitation to start. Use the 3-tier framework, one thing within reach this year, one thing to plan for over the next few years, and one thing on the longer horizon that you are fully committed to. 3 items. That's your bucket list for right now. It will grow. It will change. That's as it should be. Linked a free bucket list worksheet in the description, organized by tier and category to help you get it out of your head and onto the page. And in the comments, I'd love to know what is one thing on your list. Saying it out loud, even in comment, is the first step toward making it real. We are at the stage of life where we know, really know, that time is the most precious resource we have. Time, not money, not status, but time and the experiences we choose to spend it on. Your bucket list is your statement of intent on how you plan to use yours. So make it honest. Make it specific. Make it yours. And then start moving toward it with every tool available to you. That is what Ageless AI is all about. Not to tell you what should be on your list, but to make sure that you have everything you need to make it come to life. If this video resonated with you, please share it with someone whose bucket list needs to come to life. And if you enjoyed this content, please join us again because there's so much more coming up. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.